Good morning, beautiful souls. It's Lynn here from Destiny Fulfilled. I do hope that your day so far has been one that is a joy for you so far. Today's card that I've pulled is the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands talks to us about the change. It can indicate that some change is possibly on the way. There could be some movement of some kind. There could be some travel of some kind. It indicates a swiftness of movement. It also tells us and calls to us about new ideas, new passions, new insights, new thoughts, new feelings welling up in us that lead to a more passion, more enthusiasm, more what is the word I'm looking for? More expansion, that feeling of opening up and stepping into life, being fully part of the surroundings that you're in. The Eight of Wands can also talk about, for some, it could be the start of a new business, a project, or a creative endeavor of some sort. It's all about action. It's all about that spark of energy, and it's in movement at this time. It's not something that's stagnant and still within us. It's like the sun is shining on you and you're able to step into that light. Very, very powerful card today. We've actually had quite a few wands in the past few days. So, obviously the energy is rising for the collective. We may have been in more quieter, more subdued energies up until now, but those wands are out in those last few days. We've had the King of Wands, we've had the Four of Wands, and now we've got the Eight of Wands. So action, that energy is starting to rise, starting to bubble up, starting to help us open up and move into a more productive space potentially. So some questions that you might wish to ponder or contemplate at this time is, what's bubbling around there for you in your, do you have some sort of inspirational idea that's bubbling around in the background there? Write down what that is and maybe list out, very briefly, what you see for that particular inspirational vision that you've had. The second question that we might ask ourselves is, what can I do today to dip my toe into that inspiration and see where it might lead? Is there an action that I can take or something that I can do that might lead me just to, sort of feel out, is this inspiration something that I can work with? Is this inspiration something that I want to work with, that I want to bring into reality, that I, could have some form, could have some substance to it, how can you start to bring some form and structure around that? Having the inspiration, the ideas and the, enthusiasm and motivation and all that's all well and good, but unless we have some form and structure around it, it's very difficult to bring that into reality. The last question that I have for you is not really a question, it's really a suggestion, and that is to keep a book of a book or a list, of the ideas that come to you. Because I know for me, a lot of times I get ideas all the time, right? But I don't often remember them. So what I've started doing, and I've got mine here with me, this is a journal that I keep specifically for my ideas. This is in a central place in my home. I don't carry it with me everywhere, but I do have a little notebook that I carry in my handbag with me. And, if I do get an idea while I'm out and about, I'll jot it in there and then I'll transfer it into this here. And what that allows me to do is capture that thought, that inspiration, that idea, and then I can go back to it if I want to. I always leave a page just for that, so that if I do feel called to go back and think on it some more, then I've got the space there for me to write down my ideas around what that might mean for me, and how I might be able to work with that idea, that creative energy, that spark that's come to me. So that's a suggestion that I have. And, I guess, do you feel the energies that are stirring up in you? Do you feel that your energy levels are starting to rise at this time? I know in the Northern Hemisphere you're moving into autumn and towards winter, but here in the Southern Hemisphere, we're in spring. And we're starting to move to our summer months. So I definitely feel that my energy is starting to rise. My enthusiasm, my creative juices are starting to, marinate, and I'm starting to feel a little bit lighter. Although for me, the winter seasons, where I particularly live in Australia, because it's, I live in southeast Queensland, so it's quite hot in summer. And for me, that is my quiet time. That is the time when I actually lack a lot of energy. But in winter, I am more energetic than I was when I lived in the southern part of Australia. So it's interesting how, those seasons resonate differently depending where you are in the world. But, I do feel that my energy is rising. I do feel more enthusiastic about things. And I do feel that, I want to progress with some things, with ideas that come to my mind. I've got more space within me at this time to be able to work through that and make some progress, hopefully, fingers crossed anyway, right? So I hope today is one of light and love for you. I do hope that, if the call or if inspiration is tapping you on the shoulder, that, you just open your ear to it and have a little listen and see what it has to say. Anyway, that's all for today in Love and Light. I shall talk to you tomorrow.